Your mindset is shit. How are you going to change it? Hey guys, we are back from the gym. Had an amazing upper back workout tonight. Hey, listen, if you guys are interested in knowing exactly what each of my workouts are, between the muscles that I train and the sets and reps, comment below. I'd be more than happy to share. If you have any questions about what I do for my upper back exercises compared to what it might be different with my lower back exercises or any of the others for that matter. But feels good to be home a little earlier than yesterday. Certainly not as wet as yesterday either. If you want to hear about that, catch the video before this one. But today I dealt with a situation that was brought to my attention that created a really kind of a stressful and kind of chaotic situation today. And if anybody knows me really, really well, they know that I am obsessive compulsive, and I tend to fixate on things, especially if they're problems. I think about it nonstop, and this situation involves my motorcycle, which is my daily. It involves a DMV, which everybody knows is just kind of a pain in the ass to deal with for starters. But this particular situation is a little complicated, and it involves my dad as well. So shout out to Roger Bartlett. But anyway, now that there's more than just myself involved and it being a stressful situation, typically in the past, I would have brought that type of negative, stressed mindset with me to the gym, potentially quit in the middle of the workout or just didn't focus the entire time and had a really terrible workout. So tonight I realized that I was having a lot of those negative thoughts as I was on the way to the gym. It was something that kind of bothered me all day. And I know at the end of the day, it's going to get resolved. It will be past us. I will take care of the situation. You know, it's something that if I could constantly just kind of remind myself of that, maybe I wouldn't think about it so much. But I did, and on the way to the gym, I found myself thinking about it more than I probably should have. So I thought to myself, you know, Brandon, your mindset is shit. How are you going to change it? And, you know, I just told myself that, you know what, we're going to the gym and we're going with intention. There's a purpose for us being at the gym, and our focus really needs to be magnified at this point. So I started to kind of shift my thoughts, remind myself that I'm going to take care of the situation. It's all going to be okay. And then once I was ready to start my workout, I put my headphones in, turned my music on, and took a really, really deep breath, closed my eyes, listened to the music that was playing for a moment, and then got into my set. And I turned out having one of the best workouts I've had in probably the last couple weeks. So it was something that leads me to believe that as I can focus on changing and shifting my thought process and my mindset, I can be much more positive in most instances than I am negative. Again, in the past, I would have allowed this problem to just eat away at me up until I actually resolved the problem, which at this point could be any matter of days, possibly even weeks, unfortunately. So, you know, tonight I want to lay my head down on my pillow and not even think about it again. Not to discredit the fact that it's something that needs to be addressed, but I'm not going to let it, you know, take away from any kind of positive mentality that I can have with me. So, you know, when it comes to changing and shifting that mindset, I think we have to constantly remind ourselves that once we recognize we're having those negative thoughts, we then shift them to more positive thoughts. And I think the more positive thoughts you can compound one after the other, then at that point your whole state completely changes. You start to resonate a lot more of that positive energy, and that's what happened at the gym tonight. I mean, I had a fantastic workout. And the incredible thing about all of it was I spoke to somebody else there that is also a regular during the weeknights when I'm there as well, and they happen to own a motorcycle and ride a motorcycle. And they recommended a third-party service that I guess is regulated by the state, but kind of allows you the opportunity to not have to go straight to the DMV where you wait for hours and you have poor customer service. Whereas this location, they mentioned that it was very, very quick. They were very, very friendly. So I'm going to give it a shot tomorrow. I'm going to give them a call and see how different it might be than, the experience with the DMV. But anyway, I'm going to get it all done. I think that the biggest thing about what I learned tonight was just that shift in mindset. And I think we can all kind of take away from something like that, with this being, Men's Mental Health Month. I think that those negative thoughts are daily battles. I deal with those daily, and I'm sure that a lot of you might as well. And I want to do a much better job of being able to recognize those negative thoughts as soon as I start to confront them, and shift it to more positive thoughts. My example being one that, it can be very simple. Knowing that I'm going to get it taken care of. The world's not going to come crumbling down. I'm not going to have, the law after me or, something on my record, stuff like that, and I think that I used to in the past when I would fixate on things, my obsessive compulsive train of thought would just get the better of me and it would drain me. I mean, it would take my energy. I would be stressed constantly. It was things, I couldn't think about anything else at the time other than that. So, I definitely want to start going into situations, whether they're small or large, stop fixating on the negative aspect of it so much and understanding that, the more I think positively, the more that I'm going to have positive results. And I think whether you call it coincidence or divine interaction tonight, me just kind of having that light bulb go off to shift my mentality and my mindset at the moment very, very quickly resulted in an amazing workout and getting some information that might be really, really helpful for their situation. So everything happens for a reason, and I think that we can all take away that, the more we try to work on having positive thoughts and a positive mindset, positive things can happen. So I hope this helps you, tomorrow maybe make it a practice that once you start to have some negative thoughts that compound a little bit, shift that mindset, start thinking more positively and see what happens. So I will see you guys on the next one.